Action Pets Gaming.
Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right.
Alrighty. Good Monday morning to you. Well, it's a Monday morning for me anyway. It is Monday, October the 20th of 2025, and I get about 10 o'clock in the a.m. But I do know some of you are still out there in the past, and some are even in the future, but whatever present you happen to be in, I do hope it's going good for you. All right. Let's get to doing something today. Whatever that may be. I do need to add in a little something here. Still finalizing my my OBS here, so bear with me. We'll get going in just a moment. I don't think we have many people here yet. It's Monday. It's gray and rainy where I am. I don't know what it's doing for y'all for your weather, but it's one of those days. It's perfect for being indoors and hanging out, playing some games. Oh, we got Levi Rivers. Welcome, welcome, Levi. Thanks for being here. We are just going to do a small adjustment here. Perfect. Alrighty. Let's get on over to stuff. Do stuff. Kind of. Gonna get comfortable here. I believe. Just have this one minor issue on something here, and I think I know what it is. Just gonna do something here for just a moment. DG squared, good morning, welcome, welcome. Digging those that bug series you got going on, man. Those are really great. Very cool. Very cool. Huh. Okay. Alright, I guess that's not it. One more check and then we'll get to building here. Why am I not doing it then? Oh well, alright. If y'all can hear the music, the mic, and the game audio, let me know how we're doing. Alright, what are we working on? We were playing around last night. Let's get our setup done. Alright, let's see. We don't need this right now. Oh, we have so much setup to do. I gotta flip things around at some point. And then that becomes a problem in itself. We still have a horrible Okay. I can do it, it's just I'm not looking forward to it. Yeah, I've just been, life has gotten in the way recently. OBS crashing didn't help, and then basically been a little over a week just, getting to work again and rebuilding everything. I lost everything. So I had to kind of redo my setup, which now I need to save and make sure I have the settings and everything done somewhere else this time. So if that happens again, it's not as much of a drag. All right, why are you not where I need you to be? Doesn't matter. All right, so now we need to get rid of this and we need to bring in other stuff and do stuff and see what we get. But at the same time, I kind of need to build something. No, it wasn't my game save, my OBS. It was a long, drawn-out thing, my friend. All right, so if the windows are there, which now I'm kind of debating if I want them there, but I kind of have to. And now we need to shoot whatever out in the opposite direction, so it needs to come from, but I don't necessarily want to do that. Now I'm thinking I need to strip everything down we just did. Or at least part of it. Oh, I did have to redo that. I did have to redo the settlement setup base, yes. I had that third base computer thing where it was like it would switch between my base computer to editing to the Corvette base computer. So there was like 3 editings, basically 3 base computers. So yes, I did have to abandon that spot. You are correct. All right, so now I'm thinking I want to do one of my kaleidoscopy floors, or my mandala floors. Yeah, that's why I'm on this dark-ass planet that's raining. I'm about to abandon this one too, I think, just because I don't like it, but that means I'd have to set up all over again, and I don't want to do it. But the practice is good. And it was, I built it at my, where one of my favorite chips is, I think. All right, so we got to figure out what the hell we're doing here. Because I'm going to build a kaleidoscopy floor. We're only raising it up a little bit, but I would have to redo everything. Yeah, I really need to move this. I don't want to, but I kind of need to. We may take a little time today and do that, because I am still trying to figure out how to make what I want to make work. And I think what I need to do, unfortunately, is start again. I could leave the central circle, but because it should still measure out the same. But I mean, I could do it as a ceiling, but yeah, but in flying, nobody ever really sees underneath. You wouldn't get a full shot anyway, but you'd walk on it, which would be cool. But at the same time, ooh. Well, then what's the point of having windows if I make it a vertical circle version? Oh, really? Do tell. And then I'm going to ask for people's thought on what I want to do here. Hardikits, welcome. Buongiorno. All right. We're going to be in a little bit of trouble if I need to do this. The width will stay the same, so I can leave the rooms, but I would have to delete all of the flooring and start all of that again. And then that presents a problem. And I'm wondering if we should do... I want to do something interesting, you know? Yeah, they were next to your ship or wherever you had placed your ship. Yeah, so... Yeah, exactly, DG. So if you move your ship from this part and then you attach something to the ship, yeah, it's wherever your ship was moved, which is crazy, I know. Will Badger, good morning. All right, should I do a floor or a ceiling? Floor or ceiling with the race initiator floor? Or a central core, remembering that, you know, unfortunately the thingamajiggy doesn't work the same anymore. Central core would be harder to do. Yeah, there's got to be some cool stuff to do with that. After I saw that happen to me, I was like, got to be something we can do with that. Did y'all see that ship just disappear into the ground in the background there? All right, floor, ceiling, or go through the headache. Because a central core would be here, because we can't do it from the center. That's the problem. If we do a floor, I gotta tear this all out. If we do a ceiling, I can keep what we have. And I should probably bring this stuff up and out of the way. Motley, what's going on? But we gotta get into our plan mode here. Didn't get a chance to do any extra stuff. Hung out with the fam yesterday. That was good. All right, let's move all of that out of our way. We're gonna have to move the ship too, but let's bring that up and out of our way. And then we can... Scott, rinse, repeat, what's going on? Alright, let's make sure we got everything. Which is not exactly the easiest thing to do, but pattern should be. But it's not, we can see it. Or maybe we are. That would be nice, yeah. Although, I wouldn't mind some attention to fixing some of the issues that have been plaguing us for however long now. Doesn't look right though, does it? No, it does not. It appears that something is missing, but what? There you are. Is there something missing? Or is that the pattern? I think. Yeah, but I'm kind of not 100% feeling it right now. Part of it is because this setup is such a pain in the arse. And I need to... Yeah, thank you. But we're going to still have a central problem there. Oh, I know, DG. Good morning, Finch. How you doing today? Why? Baloney. How is that not connecting? Fine. If I must. Alright, that gives us a little room to work, you know, and maybe catch our electrical contacts, you know, when we need to add. All right. Yeah, I might move construction site. I have a feeling this is going to end up... I mean, I can work it. It's not a huge deal, but I would prefer a better work environment. All right. What are we doing? What are we doing? 2 ships? What's going on here? Damn fine. What's going on? How you doing? Bugger. I need to redo it all if I want to do that at all. But yep. I have no idea what I'm building. I'm just trying to, I want to incorporate the race initiator into the, like the floors or walls I make. I'm trying to, but if I do that, it means I need to redo all of what I've already done. Except for, I can leave this. But I would need to redo it. And I want to know if I want to do it as a floor or a ceiling, or do I... Yeah, it's going to be a it's going to be a pain no matter what I do. All right, let's do a... I should have left one of those there. Damn it. Alright, let's do a 2 height. No. Let's do a 1 height. No, because then you won't be able to see it when you're looking up. And we're going to have a problem partially with the center. The whole center is going to be open. I would need to... Need to remake the circle, which would also mean and the weird thing is we have our floors top, middle, and bottom, but the minute you bring up another hab, in this case 2, it's not even anymore. We would have to change that. Oh, I hate this. I hate when I end up having to do this crap. Alright, so if I do this, and if I look up, I'm actually able to look up. We could leave this as it is. Dark Hellboy, what's going on? And settlements usually know too. I've never seen a settlement on a dead planet. Yeah, see, we already have a problem there. Yeah. Planning for this is a nightmare. What the hell was I thinking? Alright, I either need to deal with what I have here, make something out of this, or if I want to do what I want to do, I gotta delete. And I think we only need to do want to do too high, but is that too much? Uh, yeah, I'm curious to see what happens in this new update. All right. Yeah, we need a new work environment. This is going to drive me insane. Okay. All right, we're going to go looking. Or I will... It's constant here. I was hoping for, like, you know, a momentary storm now and then, but it is pretty relentless. Yeah, I know, Hardicus. That's what I thought too. You know, I was like door, portal, but what? What wave? I didn't see the wave. Did they? I don't know. You know. Well, actually, we don't even need the rooms because we can... Oh, from the last update. All right, this is a nightmare. Why did I do this? Why did I think about this idea? All right. I now have to take what I used to do and try and make it work on a Corvette. But in order to transfer everything, we need to set up all this wire and floor and blah, blah, blah. All right, we can actually get rid of the rooms because we can add those later using the window, right? Although we have to do it twice. Someone had a good one. 3 doors. The doors. Come on, baby, light no fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Which I thought was a good take on it. I can't remember who brought that up yesterday. So maybe it actually had something to do with light no fire. But, all right. Or do we just add a ceiling to this? Let's add a ceiling to it. Okay, why not? What the hell? Right? True. Or have something to do with... I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I was like, oh, that's a good one. All right, so... And we know we're going to go out 2, right? Because that's where it connects. And we're going to go up. I could do something completely different, and it would be crazy. But it would have to overlap. Okay, never mind. That won't work. It'd be neat. Part of it would be neat. But it would not be what I want. Yeah, that would be great. I'd love to see some sort of crossover. You might not be wrong. a little too far out. Hey, Dark Lord, what's going on? What was that? I missed that. What's a good theory? Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha. The darkness and the rain in this area is starting to Right, I gotta rebuild. Crisscross, what's going on? Which means I gotta do the whole darn thingamajiggy. Bring that up top, etc., etc. Probably could have made a circle quicker, but I felt like doing this. And we only needed to do half. But I want to see what it looks like on the inside. And we were definitely going over count. I'm hoping not by much, because the outer bit will be Corvette parts. Or at least some of it. And I may just scrap the whole idea in general too, so we'll see. Hello Mushroom, what's going on? Welcome, welcome back. Thanks for stopping in today. Pete SB, welcome. Kind of feel maybe it needs to go taller. Yeah, I'm trying to get away. I mean, this is less claustrophobic, but feel like we need to go up one more. then we're gonna get too tall. We could do it just simply here. And then we could do some sort of angled something or other here. Boom, repeat that down here. We don't need it. What would we do here? Oh, that game? Yeah, I want to do that later, Hellboy. Are you working? Because I want to see if the beta is still available. If not, then, you know, wait till the 30th. I just didn't have time yesterday. My family came to visit, and it was really nice. I got to hang out with my family. Since we're not doing Christmas this year, and then they were gonna try to figure something out, and I'm like, yeah, but I already worked Christmas Eve now, so. All right, now I gotta do. Have to do that lower. Still not high enough, is it? Ah! All right, I'll look into that. Yeah, Halo Mushroom. There's an update incoming. Could be as early as Wednesday. It could be, you know, we don't know, but that might be. But yeah, there's been emojis and the whole nine. I wish we could do. This would make such a perfect top. But we are locked out of the center point. And that's kind of a pain. It doesn't let us do what we want to do. Right. Jabaro Griffin, welcome. Jabaro Griffin. Alright, we know that that's only good for one floor panel anyway of distance, so we only have to worry about one floor panel, which would be this. Because by the time it gets out here, the pattern, it might be kind of interesting. We could take a look at it. Then we also have this. Loses our visibility. And then if we take the floor, blah, blah, blah. Bring that up high enough. But do the same here. This would be a nightmare. Twice. No, I could only do it. I could do it once and then just shimmy the floor. Yeah. Alright. So... Mike UK, welcome, welcome. What? No, the name of what? Oh, Ark Survival. The, kind of post-apocalyptic-y robot drone-y things. Everybody else has been playing. Oh, come on. Did you really? Don't do this BS to me, please.
What the hell?
It's all in the reflexes.
All right, it's a time thing. Okay.
What the hell?
All right, I got that. All right, we are apparently... There we go. Now we're back. We're not. Oh, you're in the middle. All right. Come on. Let me guess. Another storm? Really? Really? Ah! This becomes the problem, hiding that. Although, what if we did it not like that? Let's add more work into our equation. So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of dry testing, I'm kind of getting an idea of what I want to do before I start trying to transfer it all over to the Corvette. So, it's not, hopefully not a complete waste of time. Ooh, pardon me. This double up BS really drives me crazy. Yeah, we need a new work environment. Badly. This isn't gonna go well here. Come on. Why are you such a... Sometimes the building in this game makes me crazy. Yeah, that whole bullshit of it's not there. It's, you know, you're gonna move it and it doesn't move. That is garbage. Like, I would rather just fix the stuff that's been broken for so darn long now, you know, instead of keep adding and adding and adding. I mean, I love the add-ons, don't get me wrong, but, you know, before adding again, it would be nice to fix some of the elements that I know a lot of us have been asking to have, you know, repaired for some time. Come on. It's such garbage. Like, you go to move the piece, but nope. It don't want to move. Be out that way. Damn it. All right. Well, that would be better. Like, you know, bring the animation back to the race initiator. Come on. Have things actually move like they're supposed to move.
What the hell?
Turn that around, have those inside like monitors, or we could cover it with something. It'd be better than on the interior. Yeah, I'd love to find. I got to see. I wish I still had my old PS4 saved. All right, so we could do it like that, which is probably the better way to do it. Bring all these in. This would be interesting, but the crossover would be a little funky. And I don't know how I would fill this gap yet. I'd have to do each one of those individually. And there would be missing bits, if you know what I mean. So if I were to take I'm not sure it will. Alright, let's see what happens when we do this. I already know I'm not going to like it, but we'll give it a shot. I mean, I might be wrong. Found the short wall. I don't know why I didn't see it before. So this is probably the oldest build on this save, but I transferred it because it was a PlayStation save, so it was less edited on. Where do you know when you how do you find like when you found that galaxy? We'd have to warp there, right? I'm also thinking maybe we'll go the opposite direction and maybe have a meet in the middle, which is probably the smarter thing on that. And then do a straight across on the upper one so that you, when you look up or you look, see, that's the other thing. We can only do it on one side without creating even more of a part count nightmare. Although we're not really worried about it because we're modding for convenience. Still nothing that, everything I'm doing can be totally done on a console without mods. I am just old and I've been doing this for so damn long that I deserve a break, damn it. Little convenience in my life. All right, we might need to flip these over. Oh, and yeah, I should probably do the proper direction as well. Oops. That might be neat with the Corvette parts around it. We might just fly this in for fun. And then if we drop it the other direction, then throw some Corvette parts over that. This is like a workload and a half. I mean, I have to put up with it now in this, work zone because I've already started. If I wanted to rebuild this, I'd have to do that whole setup thing we did before, which is never fun. But we could also use the practice. No. I haven't been doing that. We're just doing the interior ones, okay. At least for now. And, this setup can be used for, any number of things. Doesn't have to be this. The problem always will be trying to get things to transfer to the Corvette that don't necessarily belong there. Like most of this. I did this wrong, but that's okay. And, you know, I could use bite beat cables, you know, like Hellboy uses bite beat, so you don't have to worry about your wire count. That's a great idea. Hazy days and hazy nights. All right, now we can see what, we have something to work with. We can get some ideas. We can flub around a little bit. And hopefully we'll come up with something. Or we won't. I mean, this is experimental building, and we never know what really, what we're going to get. So it's always a mystery. Sometimes you spend a ton of time doing something, you think it's going to work, and then you look at it and you're like, yeah, not quite what I pictured in my head. And, that's kind of the way it works sometimes. Unless you're working from a reference piece, but even then, that can get difficult in itself because you're trying to figure out how to make, this work for you to make that sort of thing, whatever your reference is. All right, it's time to warm up the coffee and take a bio break. We've been sitting here for 2 hours, and it's time for me to get up and stretch out. I know some of you might have to get going, and I totally understand. But thank you for spending some of your time here. I do appreciate it. But and on your way out, if you haven't yet, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment, ring the bell, and all that jive. We'll be back on again tomorrow. But tomorrow, we're going to be doing some Satisfactory. We're going to try something new, just kind of shake things up a little bit. Step away from shipbuilding for a minute, And, yeah, give that a shot. Katrine was very, very kind and gifted me that for when I hit the 2,000 subscriber mark. We'll make it to 3,000 at some point. Hopefully not another 9 years, but, hopefully we'll get there sooner than later. But, again, for those of you sticking around, get up, stretch out, peel the peepers away from the screen for a little bit. Get your bio break in, get a munchie, get a beverage, and we will see you in a few minutes. All right.
All right.
We'll be right back as soon as we can find the damn button.
Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night.
All right. Let's get back into it. We got a warm coffee. Piggy! Happy in the mud. Welcome. Corvette. Hellboy. We're gonna attempt anyway. We'll see. We're gonna try. Whether it makes it or not is a whole other story. We'll see what happens. Maybe something, maybe nothing. Is that 1 or 2 up? What did we decide on that? Hmm? I'm going to have to flip upside down, aren't I? No. Alright, because then that would be here. 'Cause that's our middle. And that would go from there to down there. Yes, okay. So then that boom, 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 boom. Yep, there. And then I am very lucky. Yes, indeed. Hey, look at that light. This is going to be the pain in the ass. We're basically going to have to build this a number of different times. In order to see what we got going on, basically. And is it going to be perfect? No. Ooh, what if I just do that? No. That should be good. Doesn't have to be seamed. I don't care. Fold over's gonna, should look interesting. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking to have fun. That's what this is about. We also have now a setup in order to, put the Corvette windows, which then you could do your habs. I mean, there's all kinds of fun, to be had. Now, the only issue here is that this is also going to be facing upwards. So... okay, so that is the same way. Or is it the opposite way? Actually, we want this to go... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so we'll have a repeat of what we have here. So that'll be... All right, that needs to go down. It is the same direction, okay. This needs to go up. This would be the opposite direction of that one. I may have just deleted the wire, not a big deal. And I did indeed. Oh, didn't do the top. Okay. Moron. Thought I did the top. But no, you did not. Anyway, I shouldn't even need to do that, should I? I should do it from here to there. Yeah, it's a little lower, which gives us that crossover there. And if I do it there to there, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Oh, and that's the other bloody thing too. I gotta make sure I'm connecting to the right spot. Ha ha! Great. Now, if I had flipped the floor over and spent the time doing that, then we would be more even. Our seam would be better. But I don't feel like flipping the floor over, because then the Corvette floor becomes then the Corvette room, rather, excuse me, becomes upside down, and you can't snap anything to it. So there's that. Well, you can snap stuff to it. You just have to use that, slide glitch. Come on. Oh, of course I had it. There we go. I could also come from the top too. But I want the fold over bit. And then we have to rotate everything. Oh. Starship Stoner. I certainly do. More often than we get to in the game, that's for sure. I mean, we could technically keep all of these. But things start to get in the way. Wolfheart, welcome. And thank y'all for joining today. Appreciate it. We still have to rotate. Yeah, right? Now let's see what happens in the next update, which is soonish. This week or next week. Yes and no. You can use the Corvette windows if you want. Those, I mean, it takes some work to get to them. Oh. Alright, that was good. Now that I knew. I was in like build mode. Yeah, I don't know. I gave up speculating a long time ago. I just learned that, you know, whatever's going to be is going to be, where it's probably going to mess up something that we've been happy with. But we might get something that, you know, is a cool replacement. Or not. You never know. It's not worth even thinking about sometimes, I gotta be honest. It's just, we're gonna get what we get. And that's about it. It's not a pain. It's actually pretty easy to do. I could delete all that, get it out of our way. But we should be able to get right in most of these. No problem. All right. Sweet. Okay, now just curious. Hmm. Yeah, we'd have to rotate those around. But yeah, see, it's red stated. That's the problem. And then that becomes a nightmare in itself. All right, we need to find a new... We'll do a little search for our next work area. Oh, excuse me. Ah. Pardon. Ah. We don't want that. All right. I think I already had one in there. No, maybe not. All right. Problem. See, goes into the clouds of dreams there. Aha. Problem. I'll have to move that somehow. Yeah, because that's going to get right in the way. Alright, so what we could do here is we can now move all this crap out of the way and then just put the cockpit and whatnot in the central area. So we just throw it up there. Landing gears going to be the wacky part, but I think we'll be able to get around that. Alright, so we need to redo our setup a little bit. This needs to get out. I'm not doing the whole bit here. I just want to see what it looks like. Partially done, get an idea. We'll delete it in a little bit. Yeah, because this is all base computer here. One second to do. That's going to cause a whole bloody bunch of nightmares, isn't it? Yes, yes it is. Excuse me. All right, I think we're gonna take a little breather from building, go look for a new work area. Oh, my brain is fried today. I did not get the best of night's sleep. And that's gonna turn into a whole debacle of wackiness, isn't it? But if I use that as okay, we're gonna do well, a lot of it too right now looks crazy because it's, you know, we get just the light and the things, right? All right, we need to figure out what we're gonna do with that here. All right, we know we can do the transfer because we can get to it. So that's a bonus. What we... And, nah. Okay, that's what I was hoping. That's going to be a little harder to do. If I want to do a design like that. Yeah, this is not smart, is it? Excuse me. That's going to be the hardest freaking part, because I'm not going to be able to do that. I would need to make that as a wire. Excuse me. So, what up, Super Soft Drink? Yeah, how come I have two pieces there? Like, should be no reason, but for some reason it is. Excuse me. Ooh, that could create a window. Well, that's not what I had, is it? No, it's not. There we go. Yeah, see, then this would have to be done each individually on top of that. Otherwise, it's going to look like a bunch of garbage. I was kind of hoping maybe we could fold that into it, but no. We could finish it with that, a small one, but man, the amount of work. All right, let's go do a little searching. We're going to have to do the other interior bits, aren't we? Yeah, we are. We're going to have to go to that one. But now we're a bit more UFO-y. Yeah, we got to start with something, you know? I'm starting to kind of see something. I think we can work with this. I'll have to do it here, unfortunately, because we're already set up, and I'm not going to reset up, but we will look for a new, better workshop. So the next time we go to build one, it's not this much of a, you know, pain to work. Been a thing for a bit, Dark Lord. Alright, let's change ships. I don't know what I have in this save. I don't think much of anything, really. Alright, we got our ship. That's not going to work. Activated copper. We already know we don't want that. Another activated copper. What were you again? Paradise. We might get lucky. Come on. Roll the dice. You know what? I see somebody that usually shows up on my streams, and I want to raid somebody today. Ballisticola. I'm sure he's doing something crazy. And it isn't about the color and all that. I can put up with it. What I want is no rain, light. I don't care about this, I would like to be able to see. Kind of weird the way it's been like tilting like that. Do we have BC's link here? Yes, we do. We're going to raid Ballisticola before he stops. And I'm just needing to find a brighter work environment and have a second workstation. Again, sky color, whatever. It's pretty bright. Looks like we'll get a normal day-night cycle. Haven't seen any rain. And I'm not going to build here, I just need a bright enough environment to work in. Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, we can always get rid of it too, We keep the one we have. Finish this one. And then, we'll start a fresh one on this joint. So far, no rain. Not dark most of the time. I'm not going to set it up now. We're going to land. I'll do that. I'm going to hang out here and see what happens. All right. Go ahead and Ballisticola. Let's show BC some love. It's been a little over 3 hours. I have to get a few things done today so that we can stream tomorrow morning. I'll try to make tomorrow I'm going to try and start a little early, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. No, wait. No, I can't do it. That's right. So we'll start our normal time. But we're going to take a little breather from No Man's Sky. I'm going to try to get a few things done off stream. And we're going to do some Satisfactory with Katrine and potentially Enra Silver. I am going to start the game solo for like maybe an hour or so, just to kind of get through the menus and just kind of get my first impressions without anybody, excited trying to help out. And then I will, bring Katrine and or Enra in, and we'll see what happens. I've seen it. It looks interesting, but we'll see. I'll give everything a shot, especially if it's got a building mechanic. Depending on how I feel about the look of the parts and the build mechanic. I hope I like it, but we'll see. And then I got to work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then I'll stream Sunday. Then Monday, we're going to not be streaming because I'm going to be under a knife. Minor, nothing major. And, but, it's going to be within the times, I think, that I'm going to be needing to stream. So I have that. And then Tuesday, hopefully, as well as, even if I'm not feeling totally up for it, I'll come back on Tuesday. And then I've got 10 days before I got to go back to work. So we're going to be doing a lot of streaming. That's why I've been keeping these sort of short, because I know that coming up, I'm going to be doing quite a bit of this. This looks like a good work area. It's staying nice and light. I mean, the colors are off, but whatever. I don't care. But it's been staying nice and bright. I haven't seen a storm or anything. So yeah, after the 27th, from the 27th on for 10 days, we are going to be not working. So we'll be doing a bunch of this. All right, y'all. Let's give Ballisticola some love. Head on over there. I just threw up his link in chat, so please go check him out. He's been building a long time as well, and does some pretty fun stuff. So you might learn something there as well, hopefully. If not, you'll at least have a good time. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining. And depending on how I feel and what's going on, I might do another stream tonight. Not necessarily No Man's Sky. So don't forget to hit the notification bell. It'll let you know if I do show back up. But it'll probably be with a different game. If I do, I got to try something out, and if I think it's going to be fun, we're going to come back with it, and something completely different than I normally do. So that should be interesting. All right, y'all. Yeah, that's it, I guess. I think
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, that'd be me. Okay. All right, y'all. Go give Ballisticola some view time. I'm sure he would greatly appreciate it. All right, y'all. Until next time, this has been me, Kevin C. here, saying don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit the notification bell, leave a comment, all that jive. But don't forget to put those action pants on and keep on building. All right, y'all. Kevin C. here, wishing all of you out there in the No Man's Skyverse a little bit of love, peace, and Corvette Starship Grease. Take care, y'all. Peace. Fumble that one out, but you know what I mean. All right, where's that other button? It's around here somewhere.
Action Pets Gaming.
Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, laid back. No stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, throwing parts. Crafting all night, get ready to build, get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right.